Okay, this should minimize any problems. I'm still gonna drop frames, but at least this will be watchable, at least from time to time. It's just there's a guy I watch out of Chicago, and he's been having the same shit go on for the past month or two, and he's on the same service. He's on Comcast, so Comcast has some big fucking problems they gotta address right now. They're gonna piss off a lot of people. And my roommate, he went shopping earlier today, and he came back and he was talking about getting like this DirecTV service where everything's online. You watch all your channels online. It's like we can't even fucking do that if we got internet like this. So that's just out the window now. It's frustrating as hell. But let me catch up here. The thing with the transgender is I'm not. I said this on Facebook. I'm not the first person to do it. I'm not going to be the last person to do it. But I currently don't know of anybody doing that like in this kind of realm. I don't know of anybody. I don't know if there are or not, but I'm gonna say like I'm the first. It's probably not true. There's always somebody ahead of you. No matter where you think you are, there's always somebody just ahead of you. But I haven't seen anybody on DeviantArt other than me that's been doing this sort of thing, just taking the likenesses and then characterizing those likenesses and doing that with a 3D figure. Um, Illustrator's been doing it for I don't know how many decades, so this is still relatively new. But what I did, I already did a little background work on this, so I picked out the texturing anyway. I mean, I'm still dropping frames. This is terrible. At like 12% right now. This just sucks. But well, thank you, thank you. All kinds of people say that I'm talented. I, I don't know. I guess I have some talent, but this is 11 years of work. Okay, 11 years of work. So, and there's somebody I've been watching on YouTube that he had a little talk about that sort of thing about different types of something like there were like two different kinds of talent. There's like the kind of talent that I guess you're almost born with, or something you pick up like that. And then there's the talent that you kind of channel out after working and working and working and working and developing skills, and then you just kind of flow out naturally like it's a talent. So I think that's more where I'm sitting with this. So I like to say I don't know if I'm really talented, but I am. It's not like I'm 5 years old and I'm doing this stuff. It's like I'm 44. But I said before there was a disclaimer. The disclaimer is that reference photos are going to be of a man. So, and interestingly enough, a lot of I would say either 4 out of 5 or all 5 of these have all had like a similar facial structure, which I'm finding very interesting. I'm just still thinking about these drop frames. I'm sorry, but I'm noticing a pattern with just who I've talked to who are people who are transgender, or maybe just people who are just cross-dressing. I think one of the guys I worked with at first, he said, "Oh, he just likes to dress up." Is that later on he kind of figured out, no, I'm not who I want to be. I want to be somebody else. So, but they've all seemed to have like some similar facial features. It's intriguing. Yeah, that's another thing I noticed. A lot of them wear stuff like that, Lolita dresses and stuff, and the pigtail things like that. Kind of like kind of like almost regressing in a way back to like maybe maybe they played with dolls and stuff like that when they were a kid, and it's kind of like going back to what they knew when they were a kid. I don't know, but it's there's some very interesting uh, trends that I've noticed. You know, and like I said, they seem to have like similar facial features, which actually lends very well to this. This is the base figure that I work with here. So in some ways, it's very similar. I could almost say like if this person didn't really know what I was like kind of doing and how I do it and stuff, I could just like throw this at him and say, "Hey, do you like this?" And be like, "Oh, I love it." It's like it's the freaking base, you know. But I have a bunch of photos, but I picked out a few, and I think I'm gonna study this one and this one here. This is kind of I can see a little bit of the side here, so I can kind of follow the jawline. Um, People generally don't take photos of their side. You know, like there's another one that's a lot of these pictures that he has are like of this angle, so it's kind of hard to figure out. This is more straight on, and this one you can see a little bit of the side. An overexpression of femininity, like an exaggeration. Okay. Yeah, yeah, that's, it makes sense. It makes sense, definitely. And it may be a reason why I like these anime characters so much. You know, um, I mean, when I was a kid, I played Luke Skywalker and I was riding bikes around and climbing shit and making forts and stuff. But at the same time, I had a couple of friends who were girls, and we would do other things too. So I was like, I was doing all kinds of stuff, you know. Like I had one who at for maybe a year or two, she was like my best friend. And she was more of a tomboy, but she had girly stuff, and I was introduced to a lot of that kind of thing. I was more interested in the boy stuff, but I was like, both sides were cool, and like if I'm sitting down playing with children, whether it's like a Barbie doll or like a GI Joe, we'll just say that's kind of generalized, but either way, I'm cool with it, you know. So you may have because I've noticed also, and I apologize, I keep talking instead of working, but it's like it's been kind of like a chain. It's like I talk to one person who leads me to another person who leads me to another person who on down the line to like where I'm with this fifth person, and they all sort of know each other by association. Like this one is friends with the Chloe persona, who is friends with another persona, who's friends with another persona, who's friends with another persona. It's kind of a vague way to say it, but you know. But you may have talked to this one. Um, this one has commissioned a lot of people, a lot of illustrators. Some of you may know of, like Karis. I think that's how we pronounce her name. She paints the like superheroes and stuff like that, Disney princesses, but she make them look goth or um like wearing latex or something like that. I guess I don't know. It looks latex to me, like kind of like fetishizing them. I guess we're delving into some interesting territory, but I should get to work. That's what I should do. So I'll be mainly working on this right here. I'll be trying to match some of the features of this. And I've gotten to the point where I'm kind of afraid of having like one doll look too much like another one, because I am limited with what I can do with this figure here. There are a lot of morphs, but you know, there are still limitations. Oh, I'm at 1337 drop frames now. Jesus, it's gonna be a bad night. I think it's gonna be a bad weekend. But let's see. I'm gonna start with a full. This shape here is very similar, but I'm gonna make it a little bit more heart shaped here. That, or maybe 25. Um, Sometimes I have to shorten the face, but I may not have to do that. So I'm going to probably pull out some of the squareness of the face here, just a little bit. I don't think I need to make it round, but I could probably just do just a touch. The first thing I noticed right away is the cleft chin. We'll go like 75%. The chin's a little bit wider here than here, so just a little. 28. See how this jawline is. There's some soft curvature here. It's not very sharp. So we'll pull that down. Let's give it like 60. Oh. Minus 10 or so. Too little of that. I'll knock the size back actually. They really emphasize people send me side profile shots so that I can get a better grasp of that. That doesn't always work out. 36. Define the cheeks a little bit. Where's my cheekbone? Minus 15. 12. Gosh. I'm like losing 200 frames a minute. That's terrible. That's atrocious. Just, gosh, I'm just thinking about the frickin' drop frames. Trying to get a feel for this. Just have to leave this like 18 or something. This is still too square. But yeah, maybe if I if I knock back the chin width again. Yeah, leave that at 52 and reduce the size a little bit. 40. Alright, this is going to have to be. A lot of these aren't going to be 100%, so. So I have to do very little with the mouth, I think. Though a lot of that's just kind of drawn in, seems to be. Let's work on the eyes. I can't tell what color eyes this person has. These look brown. I don't know if that was manipulated or not. That shows brown, maybe wearing contacts, but a lot of them are this kind of light blue color. So I'm just going with this. So, apologize if I'm not talking too much. Just hard at work. All right, let's see the height. 70. Raise this up. Again, I'm noticing a lot of the adjustments that I'm making here, like in the eyes and the cheekbones, are consistent among the 5 males that I've worked with, which is interesting. Right now I'm looking at the bridge of the nose here. This one's it's out quite a bit, pretty wide. So let's see. For right now I'm happy with the eyes. His eyes are bigger than some of the other ones I worked with, but the outside and inside corners are like in about the same place, eye folds, that kind of thing. But let's work on the nose a little bit here and obsess over drop frames. So we're looking at the bridge. So you got thickness right here, but we need to do this part. So that, and let's see if I can gauge the depth here. That's way out. It's way out. Like that. It's going to be interesting. So the ridge is going to go in like this, 66% or so. Ridge height. Let's see what I can do here. Let's go back to the eyes. I'm going to work on the folds. Smooth them out a little bit. Maybe I'll just get rid of them altogether. I don't know. No, we'll go to 80. 30. There's this part right in here I don't think I can do anything with. Not a whole lot. we'll do that. There's like a low spot right in here that I don't really think I can get rid of. I'd want a nice even transition here, and I'm not getting it. But most everything else there is close. There's a little bit of round nose tip there, just a tiny bit. Oh, that's not in here, is it? Just have to go to septum. Bring the septum up all the way. See if I can get most of the angles are like extreme top. But there's a side view here that I might. Tips up a little bit. I think I'll leave the septum width alone. Yeah, I agree. I agree that I have a lot of knowledge and skill. I do have some talents. So they're not. How do I say this? I have an eye for colors, light. I can extrapolate things in my head. I was really good at geometry, so spatial awareness, that kind of thing. A lot of sight-based stuff, which is kind of weird because I'm nearsighted. And I've been having some focus issues with certain reading certain monitors and stuff that take a couple of hours now to kind of resolve. I think has to do with either light or I just need to break down and get some glasses that I have to wear every day. You know, before I start developing headaches and stuff. But yeah, I would say I have a lot of knowledge, and I have my ability to learn is way up there. I mean, that's why somebody has a high IQ. IQ measures your ability to learn. So if you have a very high IQ, then it doesn't necessarily mean that you're smart and knowledgeable. It means that your learning comes easier to you. I have a high IQ, so. Almost thinking I want to slant these eyes a little bit. Which is another thing that I've been doing with most all of these characters. Just a little bit of a slant. Most of them have this bridge feature here where right here is a little bit wide. And the sockets here are a little bit inset. And the bridge of the nose kind of goes in and kind of flares back out. And the jawline is all very similar. It's very interesting how people with similar facial features all just kind of come to me to. It's almost like they can kind of see the style that I have in the characters, and are like, that's like totally something that I could be. So it makes sense. I just thought it was really interesting that I've been noticing this kind of trend here. Let's see. Just gonna shrink the mouth just a little bit here. Let's see. Add a peak to it, and we'll do that. -16. It's actually kind of drawn out to make it look fuller, but I can kind of tell where the lip falls. I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe I should just emulate that. Maybe I should just emulate that. Let's see here. Some of these features are going to change when I add the tune stuff. Yeah, yeah, it makes sense. Like I said, pretty much everybody that's come to me to commission me for this kind of stuff, are kind of like, I want to, I want to look like a doll. I think you're the one that's going to be able to make it look really cool. Or they see the characters I've already done. It's like, I want to look like that. So, well, yeah, I can do that. I've done how many? I mean, like probably 50 or so different people that I've just take likenesses of and just kind of morph them into whatever. Like a total. It's a lot of people. And I've been challenged by people like somebody said, I want you to make like a character of me, but instead of giving you a picture, kind of I'll tell you what my facial features are and kind of like what my ancestry is. And somebody did that, and I just did a little bit of research, maybe about a half hour or so, and then just kind of like reading description. And then when I morphed that character, she was like, "It looks like me 20 years ago." I was like, "Come on, you're lying to me." No, it does. I'm like, "Okay, I'll take your word for it." But yeah, everybody does interpret you a little differently. You're a little different. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's 1817. Christ, that's just terrible. So those drop frame issues just. So I'm looking back and forth over here like this. It's still kind of reading to me that the head's a little bit round, but I know when I add more roundness to it, it kind of looks a little bit weirder. But I could probably just go a little bit. I know it's wrong here. This has to go down. We'll just stick with -100. Bring this down a little bit, and then I have to. This was at the back of my head where I was thinking I may have to shorten the face, and it looks like I have to do it with this one too. So just kind of do one of these here. It's still not reading 100%, but we're getting there. It's all going to end up a caricature at the end, so it's not super important that I get 100%. Gonna make this bottom lip a little thicker. So I got here, it looks pretty straight. Something's telling me that I should pull it in a little bit. There's this here, which I can pull in. I think 100's the max. I can't really define this area right here, which is disappointing. I can't do that with these morphs. Again, this is female figure, try to match it up to a male, and then cartooning it, and then adding adjustments to it. So there's many steps involved. Yeah, as far as your uniqueness, and you mentioned Maddie and Annie, that's uh, that's what really struck me about that set of personas, and was it kind of something clicked in my head where I was like, dude, there's somebody you need to talk to, because I saw a lot of parallels there. I I don't really have anything good to say about the tulpas. I really don't. Ever since I heard about them some years back, I was like, no, there's something not legit about this. Couldn't really put my finger on it, but so look at this. I'm at 2,000 drop frames here in half an hour. It's fucking ridiculous. Um, I'm thinking though that I'm pretty close to finished with this. There's really not much else I can do here without going totally picky. It's a pretty good match, I'd say. And in fact, if I throw, I need some hair on this person anyway. I give this person some hair to kind of match up. That'll kind of clarify things a little bit more. Not really sure if I want to repeat myself here. There's a couple of hairstyles that I'm really thinking about here. There's like this one here. When I'm done with it, there are some morphs here that this one here. Oh, that's I think that's a morph channel. It's this one here. And come on, there's another one up here. Yeah, there's that one. There's also, oh hell, this one. We'll start with this, and I'm probably gonna give her some like wild hair. See, the very name Tulpamancer uh, raises a red flag to me. Just the name. Just the name. It's like it's like an exclusive club of people who think they have special powers. That's my reading of it, you know. Drives me nuts. What we have is something more like what an author struggles with. Although I would say you're a lot more alive than any of my characters could ever be, you know. But you know, there are different levels of that too. So, not sure I want to use any of those colors here. Think I can get away with. Ah, let's just throw this on here just to look at it. Okay, yeah, it looks kind of like shit. I thought it would. Kind of actually wanted to do like a blue shade. But I might just use this one instead. It'll it'll all look a lot better. Trust me. Not sure if I want to add some other stuff to it or not. Do that, and we'll go back to here. That's how regular blue looks. It's not bad. Maybe the lighter blue. I'm just banging ideas around while I try to get a feel for. I should just start with blonde, like something like this here. Start with that, and then once I morph, So I morph this person. Let's see. Let's start with 50% and 25. And I wish this would auto-conform. Didn't move. Let's zero it. All right, let's try. $50, $25. Why am I there? Jeez. Why am I there? Or face chin. Do that. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought about that group there. You know, how how are literary characters so different from, say, how is it different? How do I say this? How is sitting at a desk writing a book different from sitting on your bed meditating? Other than they're two different actions, but let's say you're working on the same goal. They're just two pathways to the same goal. You know? Two pathways to the same goal. That's what I'm thinking. Because either way you're using your imagination. It's just these tulpa people. It's almost like they have like some kind of a cult or religion going on. It's a cult. It's a cult. It's a culture. You know. So I don't really see much of a difference. You know. I need to do something else with this nose here. Let's see. Bring these up. Actually 34%. Bring that up a little bit. She's starting to look like one of my characters here. But I think there's enough of a difference to not worry about that. What happens if I pull out the roundness here? Do that. We'll leave the squareness in. How does getting rid of the heart? Actually, let's increase by that. And I want to do something with the cheekbones here. Cheeks defined, cheeks depth. I'll bring them up to 50. Let's see. Width. Uh, 12. She looks like I'm gonna adjust the eyes just a little bit here. Quasi-religious pseudoscience group. That's a very good description. Absolutely. Yeah, visualizing, imagining. Some of them really just use drugs as a pathway, you know. Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. You can't really. It's like my Luna. There's no way I can make that character real. There's no way. The only way that character could be real is in my own head. And if I take it too far, then I've gone into mental illness. You know. And you remember I was saying that for a while there, I thought that I was going insane, that I did have a mental illness. I find out that's not the case because I was fully aware of what was going on. It's not like just like me sitting here and it's like I had a talk with Luna last night and she told me that I need to go out and play baseball. So I'm going to do that because I she was talking to me. It's not like that. It's more like I had a play conversation in my head with the character and this is what she did. I just kind of rebuffed her and she kind of shrugged at me and stuck her tongue out at me and then just kind of went away. You know. Yeah, it's a type it's a sort of a type of daydreaming in a way. Some people you know with some people it's more real than others. Uh like with me, you know, lately that really hasn't been happening a lot. But to go along with that, I've been doing a lot of this stuff for other people, you know. I haven't been really just solely concentrating on like say 4 or 5 of my characters and just keep going with them. Other stuff would come up, and I'd be like, "Oh my God, I forgot about this one. I forgot about that one. Oh, what can I do with this one?" So it's like I have so many now that I just can't concentrate on any one anymore. You know, if I threw all that away and I just like went back to Luna, Brandy, Felicia, Zoe, Mara, you know, and then I would have more internal imagination going, and they would actually develop stronger. And you know, it's just when you're making this kind of stuff for other people, now you're like kind of it's like they're living themselves vicariously through you, and then you kind of have to like take a step outside of yourself and kind of put you into another person. You know? It's like you're literally you're leaving your own realm, stumbling into somebody else's realm, and kind of pulling that person, trying to pull that person into your realm, and then you're you're working sort of unconsciously with that person to to realize their daydream. So it takes you out of your own flow. So I don't even know if it's making any sense, but I'm sure it makes sense to somebody. Well, you know what? It's cool. It's cool to be able to talk to people like you guys who actually they understand what's going on. You know, and there are a lot of artists, illustrators, 3D modelers, what have you. Uh, a lot of them may not have these fleshed out, developed characters, and they're just able to make all kinds of new stuff constantly, 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 just churning out all this new stuff. But they don't have any, not imagination. They have imagination, but they don't have they don't have this grounding in certain characters, and like the stuff is like revolving around the characters, you know. So, which is that's a talent in and of itself. If you can just like sit down and say, I want to draw such and such, and you just kind of go and do it after a couple of hours, and it's like, blah, here you go. You know, with me, it's like I want to do such and such, but which character would fit that role the best? Oh, I'll pick this one. Or I'll have a little internal dialogue with my characters, and like Luna would say, I think my kid sister Larissa should be this year's this I'm just using this as an example. Like, I think this year Larissa should be the Christmas cutie. It's all determined by the characters. I've been talking way too long about this and not really doing any adjustments there. I was going to work on the eyes a little bit more here. I was going to do the lids. Let's see, you got in height and out height. So probably pull this up a little bit. Kind of like this here. Just to keep her from looking so wide-eyed. She looks a little bit like Sarah, and a little bit like who else am I thinking of here? I'll pull up Sarah. We'll see how Sarah looks. Let's see, right in here. Not this Sarah. This one has a rounder face. And it's probably because I'm using the same hairstyle. It's similar. It's similar. They could be sisters. That's kind of scary. Uh, and I really like this. I really don't want this to look too much like another character. What if I pull this back like this here and add more of this? Like we'll do this. Let's see, 40-40. Okay. 40 and 40. That's still pretty similar, isn't it? Good Lord. I'm gonna try something here. I was afraid of something like this. Yeah, they look very similar. They're using the same texture too. Um, Yeah, because Sarah's using the Remy texture pack, which is what I have loaded here. I mean, just for context, these are all characters that I have written down with hair color, eye color, base texture. 11 lines per card. And I got 3 of them totally filled out. And this isn't even all of them. So that's all. I've been dealing with a lot of characters here. So it's bound to happen. This kind of thing's bound to happen. I really don't think anybody's going to notice, and I don't think I'm going to be using this character that much. Try this material here. It's a little bit different. So maybe this will set them apart enough. This might set them apart enough. This isn't really helping too much, is it? Oh, god damn it. Her face is a little longer. Oh, nuts. I mean, this is Sarah, too. I think I'll work on the chin a little bit more. I'm gonna keep the, I'm gonna keep that texture. It's like widening the whole thing, isn't it? Oh, crap. I don't want to stray too far from the design. I mean, that's a good match too, right here. How that looks, it's a good match. But what I might have to do is pull the Ico out, do this, do this. No, I'm not feeling that. Not feeling that. We just may have to go with this. Gosh, it looks so... Wow. I was afraid this was going to happen. I can do a comparison, like a straight comparison here. It's Sarah. It's like a more stylized version of Sarah. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? There's enough of a difference. There's enough of a difference. I could give her, I could make her eyes a little bit rounder and a little bit bigger. So let's do that. Yeah, and you know, you're gonna the more people you meet, the more you realize that a lot of people kind of all look the same in a way. Certain facial characteristics, like I was saying earlier in the stream, I was seeing a trend with certain facial features between these people I ended up working with, and you know, just with the style of hybrid that I'm making, um, it's probably why certain people kind of gravitate towards that, because maybe they all share like they'll look at one of my characters and they'll like see a little bit of them in the character, you know? So but I was afraid I was gonna run into something like this. This is a lot like when I first built Larissa, and I just like did it totally from scratch. I was just like I sat down, I was like, I'm just gonna make a brand new character, and when I was done with it, I was like, oh my God, I made Luna. But then I compared the two and I was like, Larissa looks like Luna's kid sister. So I rolled with it. I was like, we'll just make her Luna's kid sister. And the rest is history. I'll show you the what I did last night. It was really cute. I made an adjustment or two, and you left early, so but yeah, exactly. They're not identical, but they're quite similar. Again, that's Sarah, and this is who's this? Her name is Bridget. Is that Bridget? Sarah, Bridget, Sarah, Bridget, Sarah. But the thing is, I I really have a good feel for the shape of this face here. I think it's a good match to this. It's a really good match. And I think if I do like different hairstyles and stuff, I know like the last Sarah rendering that I did is using the same exact hair. So that's a little bit of what's throwing me off. They have the same texture, the same hair. Um, I'll usually differentiate with by using different textures and hairstyles and that kind of thing. And this is just something I threw up here. I could just use a different hairstyle altogether. Wait till you see this. Wait till you see this. We'll say, holy shit. This is Luna's kid sister now. All right, get ready for this. Get ready. Look at this. And you know, I had a lengthy conversation with somebody in the chat for a good, I think, 2 hours out of the four. I did a 4 hour stream of this. I went start to finish. Started with just the character sitting there butt naked. And I went from that all the way through to the rendering process and into GIMP and all. Like I did a lot of touch-ups in GIMP. I just went straight through 4 hours. Somebody showed up around the 2 hour mark or so, and he stuck around for a long time. We had we had a pretty good little conversation going back and forth, and I wasn't even really thinking about this. I was just like in the zone when I got done with this, and I'm just like I'm studying it. And I was like I need to like move. I had to move the character over because there was too much white space over here. Um, the center line of the character was down the center, which is somewhere like in here. So that's like about where she was, and her foot was like over here, and there was like this huge space over here. I was like, I gotta move it over. It's like, well, shit. I already finished the image, so all these touch-ups were saved. Um, when I do my touch-ups on the rendering, I'll save that. I'll overwrite the file, and I'll keep it as a zip file for like 3 months in case I need to go back to it and make some changes or whatever. So I went and I did that. I reloaded this in GIMP and I replicated what I did before with the background and stuff. And all I did was I just moved her over some 100 pixels or so and got that done. But she's I tell you, this is Luna's kid sister. She's not a kid sister anymore. Holy shit, did she grow up? And she did. She looks like Luna's sister. It's so awesome, you know. And she's totally fine with it too. When this goes back to um, the little character thing. It's like I'll interact with these characters in my head. They all kind of develop their own kind of personality. When Larissa was first developed, she was very shy. Um, to pull up her first rendering here. But I'm happy with this. I gotta do the body part. I'll get back to that in a second. Larissa, are you Larissa? Like her first rendering is this right here. You know, very shy. Um, she thought she looked like a goofball. You know, when I look at her, she's like, oh. But I thought it was really adorable. And look at that, it's the same background too. Oh, it's starting to repeat yourself, eh? I did another one. There's her again, same outfit. You know, but then I kind of used her for other things. You know, this is like her first test render, but that was like it was totally. It's cute, but it's not. It's not really her. But then she was like, I want to play like a vampire, like my big sister." And she, like a lot of this stuff was her idea, so she ended up looking like really creepy. But you know, then she was a heart warrior, and you know that was cute. And she had a whole series where she was playing an angel, and that looked really cute. But it seemed that, you know, as time went on, she looked like she was maturing a little bit. Maybe not in the face, but she was like kind of getting more relaxed. So now she's a Christmas cutie. Can you believe it? And I really like this. I think this is a lot of fun. This is going to be a big hit with the people. But yeah. Back to this. Back to this here. Back to this. So um, I'll probably do my standard full ICO mode and maybe like 20% of the girl. No, that's not. It's 0.20, not 1. Like that. That's kind of my standard. Um, if the client doesn't have anything specific to say about the body, they usually don't. I just do full 100% ICO and 20% girl. The girl just kind of fills things out. You know, you see how it gets a little bit more muscular. But full ICO. I really don't do anything else with the body. But I think I'm going to start over with the hair and stuff. Maybe give her something a little more dramatic. This is Remy, so I'm going to look again at some of the stuff that I made. Scene support, makeups. I was looking at this one right here. Very dramatic stuff here. Kind of wanted to stick with blue. This was actually the same thing that I used on Sarah's last render. Same thing. But what was I gonna do? I was gonna do something to the eyes. I was gonna make some adjustments with the eyes here, and I think what I was gonna do was the corners. Yeah, I think I was gonna work on the corners. Let's see. It's not named that. Like this here. The same thing here, just a little bit. 60. Bring the eyes together. Set at 81%. So let's stick with minus 75. Size, let's see. Do that. Iris 15. And maybe make the, I'm going to leave the top lip alone. 3613, that's an atrocious amount of frames dropped. I just want to be able to sit here and have a quality stream a couple times a week. It's not much to ask. You have a weak signal. The whole neighborhood has weak signal. It's a known issue. Christ. Pay good money for this crap. That's the best I got in the area. Stuck. Yeah, the cheeks can be a big challenge. I don't even remember how I did it. I really don't. I think I actually lowered the cheekbones, and there's a definition dial. I think I turned the definition dial all the way up and lowered the cheekbones and made them wider. So it was more the bones than the actual cheeks themselves. It just kind of went down like this. For most of them, I end up raising the cheekbones and kind of pulling them in a little bit to kind of give like a shape that's kind of like this. It's very anime-ish actually. So you'll see the profile. It kind of goes out and around in just a little bit, out a little bit, and then it kind of goes down. Sometimes it's a little bit more straight down and in. Sometimes it goes out a little bit. So. But I wanted to do blue because I've done a lot of purples and pinks. And these textures that I kind of made myself are a lot more dramatic than what's available normally. Let's see, again, that's purple. I've been doing a lot of purple. I'm gonna kind of stick with blue. There's also green. Drama, which is just like a grayish blue. Maybe I'll just do that for the test. This is another one that's like red. I'll just stick with drama for now. And give her some kind of a lip shade here. Yeah, it's very it's hard to merge having an anime face with big round cheeks, because generally it doesn't work out that way unless it's a chibi. So you're a chibi, I guess. There's no chibi morph to this, you know. The girl is, I could show you this real quick here. If I dial this back, it's 40-40, right? Yeah, okay, 40-40. I'm gonna write that down just in case. I still write stuff down on paper, guys. I'm old school. But it's right here. See how this changed? because I was making adjustments to uh, to get the cartoonish aspects to match up better with this. You'll see how this is like changed dramatically. Her face is a lot longer and more angular. The Ico and girl morphs make things rounder and softer and stuff. So you have to make some adjustments afterwards. So it's a 4-step process. But what I wanted to show you is this is 100% Ico. Okay. So this is what Daz Studio considers a typical anime morph. It looks like a gray alien, doesn't it? And this is more of an Americanized Toon one here. So this is the girl. This is their idea of something that looks a little bit like a Jessica Rabbit, which I don't think it looks like that at all. So that's why I do hybrids. So if I do 40 of this and 40 of this, that's what you get. Get a nice blending or compromise. And there's actually there's an Americanized version of this too. So if I add 40 to that, it looks more, you get a rounder face. It's not something I normally do, but it can be done. I think there are a couple that have like maybe 10 or 15% of that. I could do that here too if and this is a realistic one. So if I did 40% of that, it really doesn't change it all that much. It just makes her look more Asian. So if I do 100%, see, it's like it's an Asian look with the pointed chin. Still looks kind of alien, but you know. But I could very easily just like maybe go 15 here and dial back the girl to 30. Or even 25. It's got rounder eyes, you know, which is really cute. I don't quite think it really fits the character though. Not this particular one. 40, 40. Okay, so that's that right there. Let's save this. This is Bridget. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, and the Ico 3 figure looks even more so like a gray alien than that. And they've come out with like 2 or 3 others since then, and they all look terrible. They just look terrible. I'm not happy with them at all. And people still kind of once in a while will say, "Oh, what do you use Genesis 3? You use Genesis 2? Blah blah blah." It's like, no, I'm using a 10-year-old figure, guys. What? That's impossible. It's not impossible. Trust me, it's not impossible. Christ, I'm at almost 4,000 drop frames. This is like 3 weeks ago here, guys. This is terrible. Apparently I'm still watchable though, so that's good. Probably just the frame rate drops down. I don't think I'm really displaying any buffering issues. Just kind of looking at the, okay. It's in real time, so. Okay. Let's give her a lip shade. I'm gonna decide what kind of shade to kind of give her. It's probably gonna be too dark. Yeah. This is a purple shade. There's this one which is blue. Probably gonna be too blue, so I can kind of dial that back. Oh, you're optimizing images. Okay. Well, all right. Suit yourself. Actually, let's change this to what what do I do here? I'm going to take the blue out. I'm going to use maybe this ice color here. So I just kind of dial that in, dial it back out, and then I can pick it from here, hopefully. Like this here. No, that looks too the. Let's back up, take this out. Actually, let's go somewhere in here. Go back to ice. Where did it go? Really? Gonna be like that, aren't you? Really not digging that. Maybe I just shouldn't do that. You should do frost instead. Do this instead. That looks pretty. All right, that's all good here. Let's add the lighting here, and we'll do another pass. I don't think she subdivided either. There we go. Christ, 44? Am I going to get to 8,000 drop frames by the end of this stream? I hope not. This is terrible, though. Nothing I can do. I already did everything in my power other than yelling some more at people. Need some hair. Let's start at the bottom here. We'll work our way up. I wonder how this is going to morph. Let's check this out. It's probably going to be pretty bad. Yeah, okay. See how it kind of does some weird things here, but might be able to get this to work. I don't know. I don't know. Just throwing stuff around. So throw some generic styles at it and see how they look. You have been warned. This is a man. Used to be a little bluer and a little more contrasty. I can leave the cap alone. That's more specialized. Just went into that folder again. I need to go into the support folder. Come on now. It's the aqua shade. I actually used that on one of Luna's renderings recently. It's a light blue. I don't need no damn bump maps for this. That's silly to even put a bump map on something like this. It just takes too long to render. And you'll get errors all over the place, so. See how this shade looks. Now, another hairstyle I could try. Let's see, what's it? The Super Bob, I think it is. I go for 40. See if the blue texture in here is any better. If they even have any. They don't have one. Okay. That's not a problem. That's not really a problem. I just don't have a blue base for that, which I may or may not have to do. You don't want to go in there, Bill. Come on. Those commission projects are done. See if that looks any better. I tell you what, if the man's persona projects himself as a girl, like if he says like just say like, hi, my name is Rachel, blah blah blah, this is blah blah blah, fine, you're a girl. Yeah. Otherwise, I just like, oh hey, whatever. It's pretty much whatever they want, you know. I don't mind. I don't know why they stuck all these morphs all in like one channel here. It's a pain in the ass. Actually, let's do I don't remember if it's, I think it's the other style here that has that there's another style that looks just like this, but it's a different model. I don't remember where it is. This would be pretty far up. Unless I whizzed by it already. God, nuts. Actually, isn't it called foxy hair? It's called foxy hair. This is a single model. It's a little bit easier to work with. See, luminous foxy hair. Light blue. It's got a little bit too much green for my liking. This blue is like really bright. pale blue. Space. See, this is everything but the skull cap is the same. You can do that kind of stuff. There's you can go off to the left, go off to the right. I haven't done something like this in a while. So I could do something really neat like that. Kind of ruffle them up a little bit. Do a little of this here. I think I might use the other one, the first one I loaded. This is cute, but I think that first one would probably be a better fit for her. This one here. Just do a little bit of styling here. Make the long front. Make this a little bit longer. This one you can kind of fluff out a little bit, so like this, you can kind of make it do this. Kind of fills it out a little bit. Another one I'd like to try before I make my decision. Oh, this looks really cute. So let's stitch those three. 48. Ugh. It's something that I would like to use a whole lot, but I've been kind of holding back on it for fear of repetition to no end. But I think this would be a good fit. Let's see, there should be fit to mid 3, and I still have to kind of widen it a little bit. Like that. Just lengthen the front a little bit here. You can fluff it out like that. I don't think I have this in blue. I do not. There's like a blue, oh, where is that? It's, like this here. But what you run into is a problem with the skull cap. So I would have to match up the skull cap. Not sure if I want to put in that kind of work. We'll see. It's not bad. So we'll do that, and then we'll do test render the other one. I do use this hairstyle quite a lot, so I think I might just stick with this one here. Dear Comcast, I would like my drop frames back, please. So I paid $70 a month for them. Yeah, we're sticking with that. I gotta go with my gut. But let's see. I have to step out for a minute. I think you know what that means. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right. All right, so we're gonna stick with this. Let's see what I need. I don't need this, don't need that, don't need that. So a particular client wears a lot of different styles, so not really sure. Kind of get a, I need a little bit of a feel for this particular character here. Actually, you know what I should do is just render it as image, and I'll just kind of keep it around. Klein just said want to be a part of the world, so Means I pretty much have free reign over what to do here. Oh boy. Just cycle through this stuff here, but I think I'm just gonna go with something that's not themed. I have an idea. There was something I haven't used in a while. Which I don't remember if it's in here or not. Something that technically should be in my dresses folder, but I don't think it's in the dresses folder. That would work too. I think that would work well for her. Or something like maybe this top and a skirt. I don't. Maybe it is. I don't remember seeing it. What the freak was it called? Did I actually move it? I don't recall moving it. Oh, this is frustrating. Yeah, this is it. Great job of auto-conforming. Thanks a lot. Bloody mother. Thank you. I don't know what else I'll do, but these handles need to be hidden, that's for sure. We don't need those squares. Got them all hid? I think I do. There's too many channels, people. Does that include the frill here? The whole frill? Okay. Alright. Bottom edge. Gotcha. Okay. That edge back. Starting to look like the same colors I used on Luna, maybe just a little bit more blue. I want to check Twitch here again. See how that's going. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah. I'm reading details on the Twitch thing. Uh, oh, now it says excellent. Okay, maybe that setting did take. I had the keyframe interval set to auto and it went to like 8. It said should be set at 2. So I went back to 2 when I restarted the stream. So at least that part looks good. I'm still dropping frames like a bad habit, but oh well. What you could do? Oh wow, the 19 more notifications on Facebook. They just kind of got pummeled. All right, let's see, bottom and top. What do I do with these? Do I just add some lace to them or what? Let's see. This stuff really should go in that other folder. I should really move it. No need specularity on that. I didn't save that. It's gonna be all blue, blue and white. Let's give her, let's see here. Let's toot my own horn a little bit. Props. Heart collar. My own crafted heart collar. Made it in Blender a few months ago. Actually, more like probably close to a year ago now. It was fit to Luna, so just kind of have to move it around. Actually, let's parent that to the neck. Do a little of this here. Yeah, you won't see the back anyway, but silver. One side's gonna be this, probably one of these two here, this color. Normals seem to be reversed on this side, but they actually work okay. So it was just, that was an oversight. Let's see, 88, 70. Doesn't really need to be that fancy. 6176. Gosh, you're killing me. What do I do? Do I give her those heart boots or what? Do I give her anything else here? I'd say we do it. That or something with socks. Oh, sweetheart boots. This one's here. Maybe with the stockings that I was trying to use last night, but they didn't work out too well. I could even use those. I wonder if those actually fit better. I don't know. I don't know. Yep, those are better. Now, I love these boots, but there are a lot of material nodes on there, so I should get around to doing is making a default file that I can load the stuff on and just change colors at will. So now that I'm thinking about it, you think I should try socks? I got some time. It's not like I totally dropped off the face of the internet here. Could do that. I use those boots an awful lot, and I use the socks thing an awful lot too. So, like something like let's see here. One of these guys in here, probably just these. Like I'll use that and I'll do something like maybe the platform sandals or something like this here. To do is just load up some materials, some quick materials here. Like probably just make the socks white, like that. And let's see, two platforms. I got ones with blue polka dots, which is a lot of fun. like that. The blue doesn't match, but I could do something similar to that here. So we got that, and we got these boots. I like the boots a little bit better. Let's build on the boots here. Need the upper. Let's see, top flap, the tongue, mid quarter, I guess. The heel cap. Quarter. Straps. What do we have left? We have the panel. Here's your panel. I think that's what I need. All leather. Must need to be leather. Laces, usually just like I kind of do this with really no specular color and I just make them black, but they're going to be a different color here. I'm just kind of working this stuff out so that I can actually save a file and actually merge it. Let's see, so the bows are going to be more of like a silk shader here. So we'll do that. Buckles, let's see, grommets. Buckles, grommets. Silver shader. And I think all that's left here is, let's see, the sole and the platform. Sole and platform. Sole's going to have no specularity to it. Platform's going to have like a little bit, maybe 20%. And we'll make them black. We'll make the soles black. From there, done. I can call them up at will and I can save myself 10 minutes. You can't see her? It's weird. Are you buffering? Oh, I got my stupid camera up. God damn it. Son of a bitch. So it all goes to hell. Once I go take a bathroom break and come back, it just all goes to hell. That's just totally my fault. All right. Well, these are not the color that the boots are going to be, but that's the boots. And here are the socks with the platforms. So let's pull in on that. I had it zoomed out to here so that I could like get a little bit of the dress along with it. But since my stream is such low quality right now, I can zoom in on that too. So you got those. I'm kind of pushing more for the boots. They'll be blue and white, so probably so you got white stockings, so most of the elements here are going to be blue. See, the upper is going to be blue. Be like this here. Let's see. Do white platforms. White platforms. let's see here. Do white for that. Let's see, mid-quarter. Let's make the heel caps white, like that. And then for the covers here, they're probably just going to be blue. I think white's going to be white's going to throw it off a little bit too much. Although it doesn't look bad. Let's pull it out. Straps. I got to do something with the straps. Start with blue. Eyelet panel. We'll make them blue to contrast with the white that's just around now. It's going to keep them white. What I need is behind that, the tongue. Blue. Just like that. Laces are going to be probably white. Just like that. It's pretty cool. Or I could do the top flaps blue and so we did this blue and did the straps white. So let's pull in and see. That looks better. I like that. The shoes are really cute though. I think what my OCD would bring the texture into GIMP and mess with the blue to kind of match the outfit. But yeah, I think the boots in this case would be a better fit, definitely. It's really cute. The boots are super cute. You got your boots. Got this Lolita type of dress here. Heart collar. There's a lot of blue in it. I haven't done like straight up blue in a long time. I mean, this is like a lighter blue, a little bit of green in it, but been doing a lot of pink, a lot of purple. Chloe loves pink, so I've been doing a lot of pink stuff. But when I did Luna, that was like a greenish. I think I already put her away. Thought these were sorted. There we go. Like a sea green with some blue hair. I haven't done that color in a long time, so it's time to go back to my favorite colors, I think. I don't need that anymore. I think we just pretty much decided. So one last thing I need to do before I go ahead with this. Let's see. We go into here, back into the eyes. My doll is not complete unless she has big eyes and big lashes. Just like that. I'm not sure if I have to reapply the oh, they're already there. Okay. This is what you get for $15, okay? It's I tell you what, if you can't afford this, you gotta work on some stuff, man. I'm telling you. You know, all of this stuff here. This is shit, been at this for over 2 hours here. This stuff usually takes me about an hour. Like if I'm not streaming, I just go boom, I'm gonna go and do this. Maybe an hour or so. You get all this for $15. That's pretty damn good. Where am I going? Yeah, soul. I'm gonna turn the souls back into white. The black looks a little bit uneven there. Oh, she needs nails. Forgot about the nails. Oh, jeez. And let's see, we'll do a little split viewport here. This is close. It's a little bit light. About this here. I should brighten that up, actually. Should brighten that lip color up. Yeah. We're close enough. Just a little more color. Let's bump this up to about 7. Yeah, that's better. There we go. All this stuff here I wish was in alphabetical order. So I'm always fighting, look through stuff here and finding the node that I need. Should be in alphabetical order, just makes no freaking sense. All right. 66. There's something I want to do with the dress here. Let's see, back, bottom edge, front, top edge. Specular is fine. Yeah, I'll leave that alone. We'll do that. We'll actually we'll pull this back. It might be a bit too much. Oh, that's going to take a while. I think after I get done with this, I'll just chill for the night. It's a day off, so should take some time off. Let's see, 45. I want to do a high quality pass of the dress, just kind of make sure that got it the way I want it to look here. I'm gonna bump up the specularity here. I know dresses don't normally glow in the dark. This one does. You'll just have to take my creative license seriously. That's all. That's all there is to it. 14. We'll bring this back down to about 2%, and I'm gonna knock up the. We'll go back to 20 here. Yeah, I definitely need another break. Definitely. I'm actually not paid very well for this. Might be a little bit too I'll kick that back down. Or I'll blur it again. I'll do a little bit more blur, like this here. Try to find that that line. All right, get right up the edge of that line. 75. 24. Kill the sharpness. I'm pretty damn sure this client's gonna be like beside himself with this. I'm just gonna use a simple 2D background. This is really I'll morph the character and then I'll do like like 2 test renders, quote unquote. So I'll do a simple close-up render and I'll do one of the full body. And just, whatever I come up with here with a simple background. So what I'll probably do with this is I'm gonna pick out let's see, was it simplicity, I think? This one. Maybe something in here like this one. Although it might blend in too much with the dress here. So I might change the values in that. I'm thinking background that's like part of this series here. That's what I'm kind of thinking here. There's also these here. These I haven't like used this one in a while. And I could change the values on it. I could do a neat little trick where I can do like a gradient. Let's keep that in mind. Let's fire this up. We don't need these anymore. What I need are my frames back. Ugh. Let's see. She needs a couple of poses here. And I think I'm just going to use this simple lighting scheme here. I don't think I'm going to add a color or add a plane or anything like that. Why are you flashing? Stop flashing. I told you to stop flashing. So, I'm playing more World of Warcraft, but then my heart's not really in it. I'm already bored of the game. And I've only been playing it like once a week or so. I hit max level and then I found out everything's a freaking grind fest again, so I'm like, oh, what's the point? So, yeah. So I wasted $50 on a new X pack and I don't want to fucking play it. I'll never learn. I will never ever learn. give her a little expression here, and let's see here. So a little of this, a little of that. Get her in the center, just like that. Very, very cute. And don't really have to do anything with the dress or anything. Be cool. Let's just check this collar, make sure it's doing okay. Looks like it's all right. It's a little bit of clipping in the back, but you're not going to see that. It's not cutting into her chin, although I do want to bring it down a little bit and kind of show it off just a little bit. I'll look at the sides and stuff, and yeah. Again, you won't see the back of that. If you don't see it in the render, don't worry about it. But let's see here. We'll do a little of that. Save it up. I'm going to switch back to this. I promise I'll switch back to the screen cap. I promise I will. Just checking Twitch. Checking Twitch stuff here. Alrighty. Wish this would tell me who's watching. And I can see the chat, but the watcher thing's different, doesn't? You can either show 2 live viewers or hidden. It's kind of that's all right. Actually, let's go back to that little bit less sensitive information there. Okay. Yeah, let's angle that up a little bit and actually bring her head up too. Not really getting a feeling that she's like super cute. She's a little bit more, I don't know, something. Less cute. Let's double check this. That all looks good. Everything looks good there. Render settings are fine. All of this is set up. Let's save one more time, and then I'll go ahead, hit the render button. And I guess we'll just talk about whatever. I don't know. Chat kind of died out a little bit, but yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. So we'll do this. Then I'll do a close up, and then that'll be the commission, and that's like close to 2 hours overtime. But I'm still obsessing over this camera. Jesus, just leave it alone, Bill. It's fine. You already had the thirds guide up. Let's just hit render. And when I'm doing a stream, I'm not just like, boom, work, nothing else. So Got some mail. Did I get some mail here? Ah, I got a shit ton of mail. Ah, yes, I can go over. This is cool. This is cool. Um, I posted on my Facebook that I was talking about tonight I will be working on my fifth doll based on a man, blah blah blah, transgender community. Um, said I was honored to do this kind of thing. And then I left a comment in the thread saying, if you think that's creepy, you can pound sand. But I doubt anybody who reads my posts think it's creepy. So I already had some pretty cool feedback. But where was that? Oh, where the heck was that other comment? It's on my memory. Maybe she deleted that one. I don't know. To go back to my mail and I'll see what I just deleted. Oh Jesus. Replied to her comment on your memory. Okay. That was a different post. Yeah, that was the come on, load. You can load. This is tanking. Oh, Facebook is tanking? You don't say. You don't say. This right here. When I did this this was December of last year. Um one person in particular on Facebook took great offense to this. Uh, I like that. Just not with the times, not open-minded and crazy. This particular person, I didn't consider her crazy, but she was very, very old-fashioned, so. LSD. LSD. I'm familiar with LSD. I've never taken LSD, although my brother has. I'm not sure what that has to do with anything. Yeah, I'm getting an encoding overload again, so I need to turn something down again, but it's not the stream. It's something else here. I got this error last night. It's a DAS Studio taking up all the CPU cycles. Let's bump that down to the low. That'll chill things out a little bit. It will cause a lot of drop frames too, so there, see, it just went away. I lost a lot more frames too. My internet's been shit all night, so um actually at first I thought it was creepy, just myself. Because I was kind of trying to wrap my head around. I had done doll characters for many women, and then when a male came up to me, I was like, "How does it even work?" I don't. I had a hard time wrapping that around in my head, in my brain. But I gave it a little thought. I said, "Well, you know what? I'll try it. I'll try it," because I was having a little trouble separating uh, the picture of the guy. I was having trouble separating that from my finished product. But then when I sat down, I said, I'll just do my best at this. I'll just treat it like it's a woman." And it just it ended up it just set it up flowing, and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, at the like the very first time I was asked, I was a little bit, I guess, creeped out by it or something. Not in any, um, I don't know. It may not even be like creepy. I just thought it was kind of creepy. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's quite innocent, but it's a lot tamer than other what some stuff that other people do is a lot tamer than what you see on TV, on primetime TV. Um, and it's not violence, you know. It's just the stuff that's ingrained in our heads. So it's like oh, two women together, that's like taboo. Times are changing, and I'm old, but that render already finished. But yeah, this one, they're enjoying themselves. You know, what can I say? But no, a couple of people were like, "Oh my god!" No, believe me, that's if you'd seen some of the stuff that I've seen on DeviantArt, you would be sent to the hospital because you're having a heart attack. That stuff that I did. That's like the line. That's like right up to the line that I set for myself, and it's not anywhere near some of this other stuff I've seen. But yeah, this already finished. Oh, you like the lighting of this, or is it not quite? I'm wondering if I should. She don't look very happy either. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and add a light to it. It's gonna take a little longer to render, but oh, it's light presets, not lights, Bill. Come on. I get to talking and I can't think about other things. It's something I got to work on for myself. I'm getting better, but this whole talking thing and working is kind of still a bit odd to me. Sure, there's still stuff flying around in chat too. I will get to that, I promise. I will get to that. It's going to be in the field of view. Tiny bit. Go like that. So if I knock this down to about 85, and I do like 40 or 50% here, I've noticed that the renderings I've been doing lately have been a little bit brighter than what I usually do. So I may be getting used to that. But let's go with 50% and actually I don't know, maybe 45. I don't want it too bright either. Same samples. I'm gonna save the last render and I'm gonna study the I'm gonna study her expression a little bit. She didn't look too happy. Yeah, she's got a little bit of a frown, so I think I'm gonna brighten that up a little bit. I wanted to add some like pouty whatever, and it just kind of turned into. It kind of looks a little bitchy. She looks cute there, but I need to bring the corners up. It's it's this pout morph right here. If you take that out, then it kind of chills out. But if I just bring the corners of the mouth up a little bit. A little bit better. She won't look quite so mad. Yeah, the well the creepy thing that I posted about was about taking the likenesses of men and turning them into this. That's what I meant by creepy. That other thing was it was I thought what Sarah had commented on had to do with that, but instead it was a reply. It was a reply to the thread that I was commenting on about the other picture that I just showed. They're unrelated actually. But no, some people just took offense to that particular picture. I don't understand. Hey, it only has 23 likes, but there are other people here that are like, oh, this is really pretty, you know. And Tabitha is awesome. She's so sweet. Is it in here? Yeah. I mean, it's just that's kind of how it progressed. So kind of an unexpected turn because I would just kind of like had a picture taken in the study and where's the other one? Actually, let's do the widescreen version. That's Million on the left, and on the right, that's Larissa. So if you don't think they're cute, then there's probably something wrong with you. This drop frame issue's killing me. Ugh. See how much longer this takes. 1 minute? Okay, yeah. We're looking at less than 10 minutes here, I think. Is that quality turned up? Double check. Looks a touch grainy to me. I don't know. Samples are up. Double check this. Samples. Samples are up. Error rate is corrected. This should not have changed here. Pixel samples, blah 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 blah. Shading rate, yeah, everything's fine. Okay. This looked a little odd to me. Yeah, I've noticed uh, most people are not bothered by it. Um, but I I'm not in the right area of the country to well, okay, there are a lot of old people that live here. You know, this is not an urban area at all. Um, there's still a lot of prejudice out here, mostly among the old people, as I said. So, yeah. So it kind of makes sense for me to have like this kind of mindset where you're you're surrounded by people who are old school, grew up in like the 40s and 50s, and they're all white, and a lot of them are Midwesterners, and I'm not bashing the Midwest. It just just it's just it's a certain type of people, you know, rich Midwestern retired white people. So take from that what you will. So if I think something is creepy, I think it's probably more of a projection of my uncomfortableness among these people who don't think in a certain fashion. They're not with the 60-something% of the country, we'll say. They're literally a dying breed dinosaur. But again, with 1,100 people on my Facebook alone, I'm bound to come across one or two people who have a viewpoint that's gonna rub me the wrong way, so. that's just how it is, you know. I guess that's just how it is. There were a couple of comments on here and stuff, so normally, you know, like I said, 1,100 people, maybe 50 people would read that, if that. So doesn't look like I have to do any shadow bias here, so that's good. Okay. Oh, that's rendering. I should pick out a background, huh? So if I did something like this here, or I was like really ahead, like something like this in mind, I would change the values on it. So for looking at this blue green color, that's gonna blend in with this over here. There's already some purple in there. I think purple would look pretty good. But I can do a gradient. Purple on the one end and maybe like a pink or something on the other end, and I'll just kind of adjust these. But this is a neat little trick that you can employ. Do gradients here, so I'm going to bump that opacity down to where it's like that. There's a really nice Linux app called Agave. You can build palette schemes with it. I don't know of anything on Windows that's free that isn't browser based. But sometimes I'll actually have my Linux machine running and I'll move a color over to it and I'll kind of create a little palette, like a trio of colors or something, just to kind of work it out. But I think something like this is going to work out pretty good. Maybe do like the pink on one side and maybe bring this value down like into the blue or something. Or like into that. Could even just like go down with it like this. Like that. So what I could do, I want more color. More color. Give me more color. I could even do like a diagonal. It's kind of like that. I think that would look pretty good with this. Come on, let me drag it, please. That stuff really pop out. Just don't want it to commingle much with the white that's in here. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. They sound stiff? Yeah, a couple of people are really, really stiff about it. I think I weeded them out finally, though. Now it's more like, I don't know. This one particular person, actually, how that worked out was, I went to a Halloween party a number of years ago, and I met a girl there. And I friended her on Facebook, and then I guess it was her aunt that showed up a few months later, said like saw some of my work or something, liked it, and then she kind of added me as a friend. But I don't know, just she was totally cool with me up until the day that I posted that. She left some stuff on there on a comment, and I was like, what? And she was just gone. I was like, okay. So I deleted it. I was like, well, you know, if anybody else wants to leave a nasty comment, you go right ahead. I'll just flush you down the toilet. So if you want to leave a nasty comment, you know, do yourself a favor and just unfriend me now. I don't care. Facebook drama, you know. It's like, Jesus. I mean, really. Really, seriously, you know, there are other things to get bent out of shape about. There really are. Of a cartoon girl kissing another cartoon girl's shoulder, and nah, nah. I've actually done stuff that's less tame than that, but you have to go on DeviantArt to see it. Mature audiences, they're naked. You know, they're really not doing that much, but it's two girls naked, not having sex or anything. But I want my frames back, Comcast. Please give me my frames back. And I'll run speed tests. Speed tests will be fine. And then I run that other. There's an open source speed test that I can run, and that was telling me a slightly different story. I can get the speeds as advertised, but they kind of drop off every once in a while. They kind of drop off. It's because of the weak signal. So the weak signal I've been dealing with for 6-7 weeks now. That Comcast can never find. But what can you do? You know, I only used 122 gigs of bandwidth last month. We got a cap of 1 terabyte a month now. I mean, come on. It's not like I'm taxing the system. I know I'm not taxing the system. Not even close. I'm streaming 1600 bits right now. So it's just another spike right there. Look at that. I just dropped another 150 frames. Oh God. How long we been at this here for? It's taking a little longer than the last one. It's always a hair that takes forever. 11 minutes. Okay, so we're probably looking at 16 minutes here. This freaking hair just takes way too long. So what I might do is render the close-up off stream because that's probably going to take longer, like about an hour or so. I'm putting a lot more time into this than I usually do for something like this. But I don't know. I want the quality to be a little bit higher. So I mean, unless for the close-up, I just turn up the environment light and get rid of the other one and just kind of cheese it. I don't know, but kind of thinking this is like the kind of work I'd normally do for like a $30 image, and this is like a $15 character generation. So I'm paying myself peanuts right now. Yeah, I don't get that either. Just the way you guys are and how certain people might treat you. I don't get that. You know. I freely admit to being an asshole some years ago, but I was pretty sick for a while too. Now that I've been feeling better, I've been kind of chill again. But yeah, I don't get that. And I actually had some words to say about somebody who was having an argument with her 13-year-old daughter on Facebook. And I watched the drama unfold for a little while, and I was like, I think we're gonna go say something. I was like, there's something like, you know, with with what you guys are going on about, why don't you just like sit down and actually have a talk about it instead of griping about this on Facebook? I was like, this is not good parenting. And about 15, 20 minutes later, the whole post was gone. It was just deleted. So I don't know. Hopefully they work things out. I don't know. It was some silly thing about this girl's boyfriend bought them like promise rings or something, and the mother was going ballistic. Are you gonna have my 13-year-old daughter thinking about sex? Calm down. It's not necessarily about that. And that's what the boyfriend said. It was like this, just we got a set of rings together, and we just promise that we're gonna be, like I'm not gonna go and date some other girl behind your back and this, that, and the other thing. It's like fuck. When I was in high school in the late '80s, the first girl that I actually dated, she gave me a necklace, and that was like kind of the symbol that was in place of something like that. And it's like, you promise you wear this until the end of time. And it's like, I'll wear it, and by God, I wore it every freaking day until the day she showed up to class and said, I'm seeing some other guy, and I was like, oh, here's your goddamn necklace back. you know it's like, we weren't screwing. I mean, what the hell? It's freaking high school. Come on. There are worse things to worry about than having a guy buy like a cheap $20 set of promise rings, and here's your ring, here's my ring, and we're just we're dating. It's like, oh, whatever. I don't know. There are the bigger things to worry about than that. Jesus. I don't know. Maybe the mom's afraid because her oldest kid, well, had a kid while he was still in high school. So the the fear is legitimate, but talk to your kids. don't make an embarrassment out of yourself and out of your kid on some social media site out in the public. Talk about it. Sit down in person. Be a parent to your daughter. That's all I'm saying. Jesus Christ. Yeah, exactly. Why would people ask you if you're a faggot? That's like shit I would say 30 years ago. Come on. That's stupid. And yeah, parenting via Facebook. It Pro tip, it never ends well. It only makes your son or daughter more pissed off at you, which means they're going to want to do something that's going to piss you off. There's a right way to handle it and there's a wrong way to handle it. And then there were people going, "Oh, I can't believe your 13-year-old daughter is on Facebook." Look, my 9-year-old niece has an Instagram, okay? But you see, there's a difference. She actually has parents that monitor this kind of shit. And when she goes to class, they actually teach her how to handle stuff online. At first I freaked out, but then when I actually saw it, it was just like we were Skyping one day, and she was just like, she was showing me all this stuff that there's like some kind of browser network on the browser that you would log in, for the school, and she was going through this like the like online class thing. Tips of how to do stuff online, and don't be a bully, and don't talk to creepy people, and don't post your phone number on Facebook, stuff like that. And it's just like, all right, cool. They actually, even if you're a bad parent, at least you go to school now. They're actually teaching you this shit. They should have had it 10 years ago. God, poor teenagers back 10 years ago. They were just got pummeled with this shit and didn't know how to handle it. Now at least these kids are being taught. But we've had that discussion before. Yeah, people take some stuff way too seriously. Definitely way too seriously. Oh, she looks less mad. I want to keep the pout. I think for the close up, I'll get rid of the pout and I'll just kind of give her a little bit more of an animated look. She just kind of looks plain there. Like it's kind of like, oh, which is fine. She's cute. This will work. So I keep on remember this is Bridget. Let's see, .png. That's good right there. So let's see. I brought this in. I probably should have. Um, I know what I'll do. I'll do this. I'll edit this. Now we'll get a new instance going. We'll copy this here. Paste this as a new layer. There we go. With 1280. Oh, good. It lined up. Cool. And give this like maybe a white border on here and then just be done with it. This is just, again, this is just basically test render. It's just something really quick to do. I don't think I really need to do any brush work in here, but I'll go over that too. Let's see, fuzzy border. 35, I'm gonna go to like 6. Just make a floating border here, kind of put it in behind her. And let's just go over this real quick. So I'll probably brush out this part here. This little part here is sticking out. Again, people really aren't going to notice this stuff, but Oh, looks pretty good. There's no real, there's no clipping in here. Let's smooth this out. Let's smooth that out a little bit. So it's not quite so harsh. Oh, there's a problem here. I don't know why I even didn't notice that. Jesus, I'm really slacking. Oh, Christ. I'm really looking unprofessional right now. Oh, God. I need a break. This can be fixed. I can't believe I didn't see this before. There are these handles here. You move them around to see how that's twisting over there. Fudge is doing that too. Okay. So just remember, if there was anything else that this might be the only problem here. I just have them fall onto her arms instead. It's just yeah, I'll just do that. Yeah, it's easier. Ah, crap. I don't know why I didn't even catch that before. Totally friggin' slacking. I apologize. I'm going to have to render this again. I don't believe it. It took like 20 frickin' minutes too. There's no way to cheat on that either. Well, I'm going to render it anyway. See how we're doing here. I'm still dropping frames. I'm still viewable. I've been at it for 3 hours. Ugh. Damn it. What I could do with this though, I'm going to do a render pass without that area light, and we'll see if it brightens up a little bit. I just really wanted to brighten up the rendering. But, man, I don't believe it. I do not believe it. So unprofessional. I really like the pouch. See, the only thing about that pout morph is it does bring the corners of the mouth down, so it kind of makes it look like they're like, makes some of them look like bitches. There's another one I really ran into that problem with. I think it might have been Chloe actually. Need that anymore. Yeah. I had to bring the corners of her mouth up. She was looking really mad before. Now she's just kind of not quite so mad. It does okay once you open the mouth up, but It's kind of little bit of a frowny pout, so it came out a little bit better. But again, I really had to bring up the corners. Anyway, I like the pout morph, but it gets yeah. See, this just doesn't seem like it has enough light. It renders a lot faster, but it's just not enough light to it. See if I can just back this out so that it, yeah, okay. I'll just have to wait another 15 minutes or so. Gosh, I don't, no, I don't think it was just you, but it's probably part of it. It's okay. It's okay. It's a skill I have to develop. Because usually when I'm doing that stuff, especially before streaming, when I would do that stuff, I would sit down, okay, let's study this, bang, like that morph would have taken me 20 minutes if I was not on stream talking. Then put the stuff together and then just go over things step by step, and then go over it again, go over it again, go over it again, and you know, take 20 minutes or so to render this and put it all together and get, you know, within an hour. You know, within an hour, I'm sending the file to somebody and they're happy and stuff like that. So this is like we're 3 hours in and I'm still rendering the first thing. Let me put myself on mute for a second. I had dinner around 6:30 or so, 6:30, 7 o'clock. So getting a little hungry. I eat about every 4 or 5 hours. So excuse me. Yeah, this is it's gonna take a little while. And again, I think when I do the close-up, that's probably going to be a good hour-long render, but oh, just doesn't seem like it has enough light without that area light. So I could just add I could add a regular light and do ray tracing, but it would take about the same amount of time. Excuse me. We're up to 4% drop frames here. Jesus. Let's check something again while this renders. Okay, it'll drop back down to 1 viewer at just past 10:30. Okay, so spiked up to 5 at one point. It's cool. Wonder if I got hosted or something. I don't have anything that tells me whether I get hosted or not. I don't see anything in the chat. Just the one weird comment about LSD. I don't even know what that means. I don't know if he was talking about drugs or something else. No, it's Don smokes a lot. It's probably drugs. I wouldn't doubt it. Oh, it says Dead Flip is on again. Maybe his internet came back on. He was hemorrhaging frames earlier today, just before I started streaming. I was like, oh god, am I gonna have the same problem? Huh? So guess what? I got the fucking same problem. Except he was buffering left and right. He couldn't do anything. So Damn. First world country with third world internet. What's up with this patch underneath my eye here? It's enough of staring at my face. Yeah, once this hits the hair, it's gonna be like... See, 5 minutes has already done this. Once it hits the hair, it's like, yeah, rip. I think I'm pretty close to that too, so... Eating Kit Kats and I don't have any drink. Oh, Jesus. Rip me. Rip me. This tablet that I resurrected a few weeks back, still going. Running CyanogenMod 12.1 on it. It's a little bit laggy here and there. So I might go to Cyanogen 11. But this is the one that I had to replace a mainboard in. A mainboard cost me like $27. So $225 tablet repaired for under 30 bucks. And I'm using the iPad over here for chat. It's at 100% right now. I had it plugged in the whole time, so see how it takes so long here for the frickin' hair to render? It's like 5 times. It's like 5 times as slow as everything else. Ugh. I would I would switch to something that has GPU rendering, more of a non-biased render, but I just don't get the same look. You know, I'm not pushing for realism. You know, like you see this here. You know, I could do this in iRay or in Lux Render, and it might take the same amount of time, but I don't know. I just wouldn't get the same look. It just look too real. Not about that. I'm more about stuff like this here. I'm more about this. So, oh, Larissa, you're so awesome. Who would have even thought that? Man, looks so good. See, just frickin' hair takes forever. $14,722. This is atrocious. Last Sunday I was coloring at the table and I got like 8 drop frames in an hour and a half. God. I know Twitch has been having its problems here and there, but this has gotta be Comcast level BS right here. It's gotta be. I'm gonna check the levels real quick. Yeah, signal is stable. Power level is actually evened out a little bit too, but I'm still dropping frames. Still gonna blame Comcast. Yeah, the last error message was when I unplugged the cable from the wall. I just frickin' Comcast, man, I'm telling you. It's almost 15,000 drop frames. It's unacceptable. 68%. See, this is just like, watch. I mean, watch how long this is. Like watching paint dry, this part. Everything else, the whole body rendered in 5 minutes. This is freaking crawl right here. Ugh. But I'm gonna stick with this to the end. I'll throw this in GIMP again and do my little minor adjustments on the figure and stuff, and then call it. Not gonna sit here for an hour waiting for a close-up to render. It's just be pushing 4 or 5 hours stream, so at that point it just becomes uninteresting. But I don't know if there's anybody new here. You got any questions? Go ahead, ask. If not, that's fine too. I don't know what happened to Missing God a Million. I think they're still here, but who knows? I mean, you figure it's about 8 o'clock over there, so. 76%. I don't know. What else? What else is there? What else is there? Come on, refresh. You can do it. It's really bad today. Really bad. I don't care about daily deals. Mostly crap anyway. Oh, wow. Yeah. Need several of my pieces there. Let's give him a badge. It's a reply. Okay. I won't show the deviations. There could be questionable material. %76. Yeah. Ugh. Lost my audience. Now I don't know what to do. That was the, what was that? That was with the one light. Don't need that. So I'll just do some housekeeping, eh? We'll throw this in. We'll put that up there. I'll put this in here. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, multitasking. I'm not a multitasker at all. All right, what is this here? Let's see. Put this up so I don't show my all my Twitch stuff. Okay, 600 by 900. Are those wings that she's wearing? Look like feathers. I like that. See, that's why I need to get my ass into doing more stuff in Blender so I can actually make clothing at least. The figure stuff, at first I can use something like Make Human or something similar to that. There's a plugin for Blender um, that has like figures with morphs, and then you can use them as a base. It's free and open source stuff. And you can use those figures as a base to like kind of build your own type of thing. But I need to start teaching myself how to make like clothing and stuff, not just stuff like this heart collar that she's wearing here. You know, accessories and that kind of thing. To actually make clothing and stuff, so that I can do that stuff. Not necessarily that kind of fashion, you know, but I'd like to. I just gotta do it. That's all. I just gotta do it. But you know, I mean, I made that glass in Blender week and a half ago. So you know, if I can make a glass, then you know, eventually I can figure out how to do the other stuff. This right here. You should. I almost should have done a stream as I was making this, but I wanted to get the commission done. There's a volume problem with the glass, but other than that, it came out pretty good. I probably shouldn't have the straw and this umbrella here. They should have been like separate from this. I joined everything together so that it was like one model. So I did save it before being joined, so I could go back and rework that stuff. We are just about done here. Cool. Just 3 little patches left. This is watching paint dry. Yeah, exactly. Not anime though, because anime is like got that like almond shape from the cheekbones down, but more of a Japanese. Yeah, Korean shape is a little bit different. I'd say Japanese. Japanese a little touch bit rounder. So we're just gonna overwrite that because I was a dip and I didn't fix the shoulders here. Now that that is fixed, I can actually go in and finish this up. anyone's wondering, this is all I'm using right here. Bamboo Touch. I'm going to upgrade for Christmas, so probably by next week I'll put an order in. I was looking at a Huion tablet. I think it's called the 610 Pro. So I'm going to buy a package that comes with like some kind of carrying case and a glove. I don't really know what the glove's for, but it's only like $5 more for the set. Oh, I didn't notice this before. Okay, that's just one of the holes. Okay. What else I did was this here. I don't want to do that. It's all that looks pretty good. Hair looks good. Nothing funny going on here. Okay. Add my little embossed effect to my my watermark here. Put this down over here, see how it looks. And maybe more legible on the top. Yeah, that'll work. Actually, I might want to use the same background for the close-up. I think I'll leave this open. Okay. I'll tell you what, why don't before I go, I'll do the close-up pose. I'll render this off stream. I'll just come up with a pose, and then I'll call it. That's what I shall do. And the close-up pose really isn't going to matter too much. Yeah, that's still kind of showing up. I think I'll just hide that for now. Oh boy, that's gonna be tough. Don't worry, I'm not on mute. I'm just not talking right now. I'm not sure if I should do anything with her arms. Could throw some generic stuff out there and see what happens. To start with. A lot of stuff we're not even really going to see, so... Them's real close. Maybe I'll just leave the other arm alone, or just kind of get out of the way a little bit. Really sure here. If I do that, I have to kind of shift this over here. It's pretty cute though. Our eyes are still mostly in the center portion here, so that'll work. This is probably going to take forever to render. This is going to be like an hour-long thing. Excuse me. So I'll check Twitch one more time. I think I'm going to call it. Eh, yeah, I'm going to call it. It's 11:33. Been at it for almost 4 hours. Fighting drop frames the whole way, so. And the rendering's going to take a while. So let's save this. I'll hit the render button, but actually it doesn't look right, does it? Oh, it looked a little small. There's like a couple of minutes of this, but this is probably going to take way too long. Sure, proportion of, yeah. It's going to take an extremely long time, so yeah. I'm gonna call this. I'm gonna call this. I'm getting thirsty, I'm getting a little hungry. Been fighting drop frames all night. Been messing up on renders and stuff. Got this one render to do, and it's gonna take a long time, so I'm gonna call it. Maybe give this another shot on Sunday. See if the streaming quality is a little bit better than this. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out for 3 hours and 41 minutes. Appreciate it. I was hoping for somebody new to stop by. So it actually happened yesterday. I made a new friend yesterday. It was cool. But yeah, I will try to have a good night. Um, I will be up till 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. So this is my afternoon. Did the same thing I did last week. I slept till about 2 o'clock, and then play on a tablet till about 4:30. Make dinner. My breakfast was dinner. It was fish and vegetables. So I'm on a different time zone. But see how far along this is. Yeah, this is 4% already, but once it hits the hair, it's going to get really bad. It's already taken a while with the lashes. With the hair, it's gonna be crawl. It's gonna be crawling. So yeah. Catch up with all the online crap and other crap here, and cry over my 17,000 drop frames. It's insane. It's just insane. I may review the VOD and see if I want to put some of it on YouTube. I was really expecting this to only last an hour. Put it on YouTube and just call it a day, but yeah, it's just turned into something longer than that. Turned into a regular project, really. Kind of crazy. Not my usual. Actually, let's look at Larissa one more time. Oh, man. Ugh. I gotta wait 3 weeks to post that. God, it's killing me. It's killing me. Alright. That's about it. Sunday, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe a perler, but perler streams are notoriously boring, so I'll think of something. If I can even fucking stream. If I can't stream, then that's it. Done.